everybody, so welcome back to the channel. New review for you guys today. We're talking about the upcoming HBO series Lovecraft Country before it airs August 16th. Now, HBO only supplied me with the first 5 episodes of Lovecraft Country, so I can't talk about anything further than that, obviously, but it is going to be spoiler-free. I wanted to make sure that you guys do that off the top. But I was really looking forward to this show. It looked like a perfect show for me. I love some sci-fi, Lovecraft. The cast was amazing. From that first trailer, I was hooked in. Sci-fi, supernatural. It's got executive producers J.J. Abrams and Jordan Peele. So I was intrigued, so I was really happy that HBO granted me screeners for this so I could talk about it with you guys a little bit early. In case you didn't know already, Lovecraft Country centers around Atticus, who embarks on a road trip across 1950s Jim Crow America in search of his missing father, joined by his friend Letitia and his uncle George, beginning a struggle to survive and overcome racist terrors and terrifying monsters that could be ripped from a Lovecraft paper book. And after 5 episodes, I'm absolutely hooked on this show. This show has everything that I wanted and then some. This show does a really great job weaving in our characters' journeys and mixing it in with this scary supernatural stuff. And they don't skimp on the supernatural stuff. There's a lot of really creepy creature designs that are ripped right out of Lovecraft's pages. They wasted no expense. They spent all the time, effort, and money into making these absolutely bonkers supernatural elements, and it's a trip. I mean, I wasn't expecting as much as we got in this show. Also, just a fair warning, with that supernatural element comes a lot of really graphic violence, so if you're not into big old graphic violence, definitely stay away from this show because it's quite bloody and gory sometimes. I also absolutely love the production design and the costuming as well. It does a really great job capturing this era visually. It's just a beautiful show to look at, honestly, with so many standout shots in each and every episode. Of the 5 episodes that I saw, I do think that the pilot episode is the strongest, introducing us to these characters and their personalities and motivations going forward, plus the racial tensions they're unfortunately going to have to deal with on this journey due to the era that it's set in. Then we get into episode 2 of the show, and that's when the show kind of gets a little bit more messy in its narrative structure. It gets a little bit convoluted with all the different plot details and threads that we get in this episode. It's a little bit too much to handle at times, all the different lore aspects that we get in this, but the episode itself still isn't bad by any means. It's just probably the weakest narratively of the 5 episodes. Other than the pilot episode, I think that the 5th episode is the strongest of the bunch, just because where we are in the storyline at that point, our characters' paths are becoming much more clear, and it really leaves you wanting to see what happens next. So I would have to say that that's the one that really hit me other than the pilot episode, although all of the episodes are really entertaining. Just with the way that episode 5 ends, I mean, there's just so much building throughout the story that I think it's going to be a really great culmination by the end of this season. When award season rolls around, I could definitely see this show being a major contender in different categories, whether it be, like I said before, production design, costuming, probably even writing and directing, just because the show is so beautiful to look at. But I think the strongest category it has going for it is its performances. I mean, from all really, I mean, actor, actress, supporting, all of them across the board are phenomenal, especially Jonathan Majors as our lead. He's had a great year, I mean, the last couple of years really, between The Last Black Man in San Francisco and also recently this year with The Five Bloods. The man's on a roll. He absolutely deserves it. I feel like he's quite underrated though, and I think this is probably going to be the one more thing that he needs to push himself into leading man status. Because once again here he shows he can carry a project on his shoulders with his charisma and charm as he faces human evils and also supernatural ones as well, but he doesn't shoulder all this praise alone because the praise has to go to Journey Smollett also. Her character Letty kind of serves as the sassy companion to Jonathan Majors' character, and she really actually hits the ground running. I mean, she's great from the first episode, but she really hits her stride more so when we get to episodes 3 and 4. But she's also great, and also Courtney B. Vance is in this as well. Michael Kenneth Williams is in this. All their performances are top-notch. Like I said, this could be an easy awards contender for any of these categories, whether it be lead actor, actress, supporting. I think any of them could possibly be nominated in the future just because all their performances are stellar. So yeah, from what I've seen from Lovecraft Country, I think that HBO has another hit show on their hands. I absolutely recommend checking it out when it premieres next Sunday on HBO and HBO Max. I think you're going to have a lot of fun with it. It's got great characters, really fun supernatural sci-fi elements, and also a lot of twists and turns that are going to keep you on the edge of your seat throughout each episode. Those are just my thoughts on Lovecraft Country. Make sure to leave a comment in the comment section down below. What did you think of Lovecraft Country? Are you excited for it? If you've seen the show, what did you think of it? I'd really like to talk about the episodes with you guys. I think this is a really fun show to talk about just because there's so many crazy aspects to talk about with this show. Just like I said, from creature elements to the great characters, there's a lot of fun to be had having discussions about it. So make sure you leave a comment because I talk about all things movies, TV, and all that on the channel. Thank you as always for checking out my reviews. I really do appreciate it. Make sure to leave a like, hit the subscribe button if you want to keep up to date reviews, show reactions, unboxings, and more. For the next time, I'll see you guys later.